Hey, it's Chris Beyer.
Chris Bowling.
CB, what are we talking about today?
We are going to talk about, and maybe it's only happening to us, Chris, but when we look
Could
at,
be.
truly when we look at our combined client list,
Yes.
I feel like we have played musical chairs with our HR directors. It seems like there's a constant flow of a great HR director that we've built long-term relationships that left on good terms, but they are leaving and they are going to either different parts of the country or they just want to change in life. And
Yeah.
what is that happen? Why is that happening?
Yeah.
And what is it doing for the culture of that company? Right.
I know, and I hate to say this. It's like I'll knock on my wooden desk and say I think we're at like 20
God.
positions that have changed over. Some of the HR professionals have left the company to go to another client of ours. We didn't do it. We didn't refer. So clients, don't worry, we're not poaching your own people. Or again, they just moved to another place in the community,
Yeah.
changed industries altogether. But I think at this time when we're recording, it's 20 moves this year. And I know that leaves a lot of our clients in a lurch because they weren't expecting that. I mean, even leaving on good terms, you still have things in process that
Oh,
have to be covered.
yeah.
And
And it's
it's
hard on
been a
us,
pain.
by the way.
It is hard on us. My goodness. Let's just say it. Uh, that's the one nice thing I would say about coming out of COVID is you and I can actually go meet people now when we have new
Yes.
people as opposed to having to meet them on Zoom. But on a side note, but it's not only the existing company that lost that HR professional or director, but now when we see a new one come into a client, it's how do I get assimilated to what's going on? You and I spend time helping that HR team get onboarded to understand our strategy and what's going on, but specifically there are employees that are used to a relationship with their HR team. I come to you for this. I ask you this question. And now that new HR professional comes in and they're like, wait a second, I don't have these answers.
Right.
I'm trying to get on board. I don't have time to deal with these day-to-day questions. And I think it's hitting both on the company that loses and the company that gains that new HR professional.
Yes. And we're all experiencing this. It's harder and harder to find talent.
Yes.
So how many more interviews are they doing a day?
Yes.
Trying to grow their companies and
Yes.
which to your point gives them less time to be able to, to do benefit administration or
Right.
just, whatever you define that to be. But for us, it's answering the day-to-day questions that employee has. I need an ID card, I
Right.
mean, whatever that is. But yeah, it's been brutal through 2022.
Yeah. And it's one thing again to have technology. Employees can go on and look at their self-service portal, their benefits administration system. I think that's pretty much maximized its efficiency for an employee taking care of their questions. Our office will then handle some of those urgent questions that come through. But
Totally.
what we're seeing from the best performing companies is that we're helping establish either or, sometimes a dedicated email or a dedicated phone number for that company so that those employees have a benefits Q&A division that they can reach out to. So it'd be Chris and Chris benefits department when the phone rings, Chris and Chris benefits email if we're the company. So that employee can reach out directly to one of our assured partners team and they have access to those Q&As. They know what benefits are in place. They know the basic questions. And all of a sudden, a majority of those day-to-day questions come off the plate of the HR director. And we are handling that professionally as an extension of their office.
Right.
Now, we don't have that for every client because sometimes that's not a fit.
Right.
We have a couple of clients, Chris, that they've got an HR team that somebody is just there for those benefits questions and they do a fantastic job. But what happens when they're on PTO? What happens when they're on vacation? So, as we see that coming into 2023, I think more of our current clients and certainly our new clients coming on are looking for that solution to ease the burden of benefits questions and let us take that on.
It's been interesting. I can think of two of our clients, Chris, that we introduced this to them almost 2 years ago. And they were like, oh, no,
Yeah.
we want to answer these questions.
Yeah.
This is our culture and we get that. And this year they're like, take it.
Yes. Yes, take it. It's just that thing. The HR role is overburdened from everything going on.
Yeah.
And the benefits industry is adding more and more, and that's just a small sliver of responsibility. So if you are an HR professional and you are needing help taking some of that day-to-day off your plate, reach out to us, because there are good solutions that still take good care of your employees. Don't remove you from the equation, but man, get rid of some of that busy work.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll add one more thing. If you are forced that you need to hire a person to handle this because your current HR, staff is overwhelmed, guess what? There's no extra charge.
Yeah,
We
we
just
can do
do
that as
you
in
know?
that client relationship. So that's a really good point too, Chris. So
Yeah, we just do
yeah,
it.
it's as we're in the middle of renewal and open enrollment season and still seeing HR teams transition to new opportunities, it just continues to come back to my mind of this is what is a hallmark of a high performing company and
Great.
a benefit program that's much simpler to administer.
Completely agree. Great topic.
Yeah, good to connect with you again. Thanks,
All
CB.
right, we'll see you.
We'll see you.